All right, y'all know the vibes. Y'all know how we do it, man. Live and direct. So my main man, Boosie Boo. Shout out to Boosie Boo. Even though he going through what he going through, we're going to give a shout out to him. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying? The rapper has pled guilty to gun charge following his San Diego arrest that took place back in 2003. It's been a federal gun case that's been hanging over his head. Boosie has let it be known that pretty much he's just tired of going through the court. It's hindering him from doing things in his personal life as well as his business life. And he's pretty much just ready to get this whole thing over with. So we're going to break this down and more, how everything went for him in court. Y'all keep it locked right here, man. Straight Shoota podcast, baby. Let's go. All right, baby. So like I said, man, rapper Boosie Badazz pleaded guilty Tuesday in federal court on being a felon in possession of a firearm, which stemmed from a 2023 arrest while he was in San Diego to shoot a music video and perform at Gaslamp Quarter nightclub. Now, the 42-year-old rapper, whose real name is Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., was arrested in the Charlottesville neighborhood in May of 2023 after police found two guns inside a vehicle that he was riding in. Now, let's not get it twisted. We done heard his story. He said it was insecurities, this and that. We don't know how it all unfolded, this and that. We ain't here to get into all that. But San Diego police said at the time Hatch was spotted in a social media video. Like I said, he was down there with some old bust-ass niggas, and they got him caught up in a jam. So he was in a music video. They seen he had a gun on his waistband because they had an informant there that was whistling and, you know what I'm saying, letting it be known what was going on at the time. Guys. So, you know, we can't really give Boosie, you know what I'm saying, the bad shake on that. He ain't know, but at the same time, you got to know that, man, you can't get comfortable everywhere you go thinking everybody a homie or everybody is official. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a while back, you know, we all seen Boosie go online and say he accepted the plea. He was just tired of getting it over. Was ready to get it over with because at first they had threw it out. Then the feds picked it up. But most of the time, real street people know they don't never throw it out. It's just the feds come in and say, look, little people, y'all sit back, dismiss that. We gonna pick it up. We gonna take it from here. So it ain't that you beat the state. It's just it got, as they call it, bound over. You didn't win nothing. They just came in and overruled them and put it in their court so that way they could put the hammer down on you. Now, you know, we all know Boo Rock got some money, so he can keep pushing the line and fighting it and fighting it and fighting it. But, you know, after a while, that stuff just become a waste of money because no matter how much money you make, you can't beat the feds when it comes to money because they print the money. So your money doesn't matter. It's about your case. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I hate to say it, but it's a slam dunk. They got you on camera on Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is when you shooting a video with the pistol on your waistband, regardless of anything. You can't explain that.
Use your common
when it comes
sense.
to court or probation officers, none of that, because you ain't supposed to be around that. You're not supposed to have that. Case closed, man down. You know what I'm saying? Done deal. So, you know, really, you know, to be honest, he'd have been a fool to take it to trial because there's really nothing to, you know what I'm saying, take the trial. Now, he was previously convicted of marijuana in Louisiana. We all know that. And, you know what I'm saying, he was indicted on that murder for hire plot, kind of like similar to what Dirk going through, but he was acquitted in 2012. So, you know what I'm saying, that is what it is. But y'all all know the feds got guidelines and pre-sentencing and all this to where they'll bring all this stuff up when it comes for sentencing and this and that for your point system and all that. And because he been to prison before, that's more points, this and that. So he ain't on the same scale as a Diddy because he been to prison before. But to make a long story short, I don't want to see nobody go to the penitentiary, especially somebody I'm a fan of. And especially, you know, hey man, let's just keep it real, man. People out here playing for keeps and these streets is real. So with that being said, with the streets being real, like, you know, with security, without security, you got to move around correctly out here. And I just think this was just one of them days when my dog got caught off, you know what I'm saying, caught off balance. He wasn't on point that day because I don't care who paid me to do a video. Well, I mean, I got a carry and conceal license. I'm straight. So from state to state, wherever my license is reciprocal, I'm packing. So please believe if you see me, it's up. You know what I'm saying? Believe that. And I'm moving correctly. So that's that. But like if you ain't in that type of situation and you got bread, just hire security and just sit back. But like even if I'm shooting, I don't even flash my heat and I carry it legally. I'm old school now. I still throw them up on you real quick. Now that ain't a problem. We can go to the side of the building and then come back in and have a Coke and a smile. Smoke a L too. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But everybody ain't like that. So I get it. I ain't even tripping on them. But let's go to the news report real quick and see what the news had to say. And we're going to wrap this thing up.
All right,
man.
on to a little more serious news here. A well-known rapper with a big following on social media could be headed back to prison after he pleaded guilty to a gun charge in federal court today.
Boosie was arrested during a traffic stop here in San Diego 2 years ago. CBS 8's Kelly Hezedal joins us live downtown. Kelly, you were in the courtroom. You also spoke to Boosie. What can you tell us?
That's right, and his legal name is Torrance Hatch. Now, a lot of times defendants don't really want to talk to us if they're still going through court proceedings, but he was fine with it. He says he accepts responsibility for what happened, and he's ready to move forward.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. You know, it's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, and, you know, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His fiance was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choyas View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic for Mr. Hatch. He, as you just explained, wanted nothing more than to accept responsibility and put this behind him. And now it's my job to make sure the court understands the scope of the case and what the case is really about. And more importantly, all of the amazing things that Mr. Hatch has done for the community, continues to do, and the amazing things that he will do going forward.
And Hatch currently lives in Atlanta. Now, he faces a maximum of 15 years behind bars. His defense attorney did not disclose any parts of the plea agreement or any details about it, but the judge made it very clear today, regardless of what's in that plea agreement, it is the sentencing judge who will have the final say. So the sentencing hearing is set for November 21st, which is just days after Hatch's birthday.
Now, see, that's how they set you up. You know what I'm saying? Judges switch. So the sentencing judge, when he pull up, he don't give a damn about Boosie the rapper.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Glad he had one with him when he was strolling up there. Now she was looking right, so I get exactly why he trying to get back to the crib. Like I said, no disrespect. I'm giving you your props, brother. Shout out to him. But like I was saying, it's this some bull crap. They just wanted to try to knock my man off his square. But he gonna be back, rough, rugged, and raw, doing this thing, man. Y'all put it in the comments, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Me personally, I hate it for him, and I hate to say it, but he ain't gonna get one of them love type. He ain't gonna get a love tap, man. You know what I'm saying? That year and a day or something like that. I pray that it's a year and a day. I just got a bad feeling, man. I feel like they're gonna try to hit my boy Boo with the 3 years or something crazy. Now I just got a feeling just from previous stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna hold that against my boy and try to rock him. You know what I'm saying? I pray they don't. I'm praying for a quick return back. but he's going to the penitentiary. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all put it in the comments, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like I said, man, we just want to show Boo some love. Hope that all this stuff go through. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I don't make the news. I just report it, man. I just give my unbiased, honest opinion based on the facts. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't want to see this happen to nobody. I'm not a hater. I want to see everybody get their paper. And I don't want to see nobody in the penitentiary besides people that, you know what I'm saying, do heinous type crimes. You know what I'm saying? Heinous and this and that. All right, cool. But, you know, some things, man, but, you know, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all put it in the comments, man. Tell me what y'all think, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Straight Shoota Podcast, baby. Your boy Swift Dollar, 16-pad killer. Gone.